Our athletes are always told they can't. The Special Olympics is the place they come to be told they can.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Special Olympics Massachusetts Winter Showcase. I'm Mike Kelly.
And I'm Charles Hirsch.
So everybody, welcome back to our second episode of the showcase. Be sure to stay in tune for tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. for our final installment.
Definitely. And you can still watch last night's show over on our YouTube channel. You might be on our YouTube channel right now. And while you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, click like, hit the notification button so that way you get notified whenever we post new videos. Obviously, the Winter Showcase is here, but we'll be posting new content all spring and summer. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Mike, what will we be seeing tonight?
Well, it's a good question, Charles, but tonight we're going to be able to hear from our president and CEO of Special Olympics, Miss Mary Beth McMahon, who has been busy this entire winter. But tonight, it's all about the alpine skiing competition, which is now the only one this season that we have as a state-level competition.
I cannot wait. I know there were a ton of athletes who took to the slopes after being away from their programs, teammates, and friends for almost a year. I'm looking forward to hearing stories from the athletes. Not that I don't want to hear from Mary Beth, but I really want to hear about the athletes.
Yeah, that's okay. But before we get too far, we want to take an opportunity to again thank our partners who helped make this broadcast possible. The Planned Lifetime Assistant Network of Massachusetts and Rhode Island, the exclusive special needs trust partner of Special Olympics. We also want to thank the Arbella Insurance, Bank of America, the Boston Bruins Foundation, the New England Revolution, and the 98.5 Sports Hub.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much to all of our amazing partners who've helped get us to where we are, who've stuck with us through the pandemic. And of course, we want to make sure we thank our coaches, our volunteers, family members, and above all, the athletes who have persevered through so much over the last year. So thank you to everyone who's stayed connected, whether that was from home, online, or at some of our in-person opportunities this winter. Thank you so much.
Well, I cannot wait to see what happens on the slopes in Western Mass, Charles.
I'm so ready. Let's send it out to Berkshire East and our fearless leader, Mary Beth McMahon.
Good morning, all. This is Mary Beth McMahon, President and CEO from Special Olympics Massachusetts, here at Berkshire East, getting ready for our Alpine Championships. 1 year ago today, we canceled this event due to the pandemic, and today our athletes have been training hard to get back on the slopes 1 year later.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Especially with Special Olympics. I just love seeing my teammates.
It's great that we're back up and going, and the athletes are having a great time.
It feels like words cannot even describe it. It was so good to see half of the Neshoba shooting stars. It was very hard this year, not seeing a lot of my friends and teammates, but we're here. We're gonna make the best of it.
A struggle for all the young people here to get out and do something. And this is a great opportunity. Thank you guys for setting it up and making it possible, and even arranging the nice weather.
Thank you, Berkshire East, for hosting us. Conditions are great, and sun is out, and athletes are doing an amazing job. It's great being out with the athletes again, and we are having a blast.
Now with you all the sunshine, my best.
Well, I gotta admit, Charles, that looked awesome. And it was so great to see athletes like Melissa and Mike that were able to get back on the slopes and compete. I mean, after all, we're all athletes and we all love friendly competition.
I hear that. Maybe we can hit the slopes one of these days, Mike. Well, maybe next year. I'm already in beach mode, I think, ready for the summer.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to teach me to do how, I'm totally in on this one. But otherwise, I think I'll leave it to world-class skiers who we have like Mike and Melissa on this one.
Fair enough. Well, now we're excited to bring you tonight's winter sports trivia question. Trivia is once again brought to you by Planned Lifetime Assistance Network of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Proud to be the exclusive special needs trust partner of Special Olympics Massachusetts. Here's your trivia question.
How many ski lifts are there in the United States? 6,419, 2,683, 1,945, or 847.
Well, I gotta say, holy cow, that has got to be a lot of ski lifts. I wonder if anyone has actually ridden on all of them.
That sounds like a challenge. All right, I'm in. Let's do this.
All right, so for our last segment, we'd like to put together some highlights from the 2021 Polar Plunge season. As many of you know, the Polar Plunge has been completely done remotely this year. So, but if anyone's participating, we appreciate your support.
That's right, Mike. There was no in-person plunge events hosted by Special Olympics this year, but that did not stop our incredible Polar Plunge community from showing up anyway. Now, this is just a snapshot because Polar Plunge is still underway, but I did want to share a few success stories and some numbers here. So there were over 2,200 people who signed up to Polar Plunge this year, which is insane. And collectively, get ready for this, Mike. Collectively, they raised over $535,000 so far. We're still counting. And that's all to support the athletes of Special Olympics Massachusetts. We have been blown away by the support, but enough talking from me. I'll let you check it out for yourself. Here's some plunge highlights from this year. Mike, you took the plunge this year, right?
Yes, I did, Charles. This was actually my first time, and it was actually a ton of fun because I got to be part of such a very passionate community. Now, I know you're all thinking, not only did I actually have the opportunity to do the plunge, but I'm also the captain of the Boston Beer Company's Polar Plunge team. And I know you guys pretty much saw through that slideshow. I also did the being the MC at my alma mater at Auburn High School, where they also did the plunge as well. So I got to say, I pretty much jumped in with both of my feet in on this one.
Oh, I see what you did there, Mike. Yes, you did jump in with both feet. I love it. Thanks for doing all that, and thanks for being a great partner on this show. For those of you who have enjoyed our co-hosting, Mike and I would love to invite you to check out our podcast. It's called the Play Unified Podcast, and it can be found on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Stitcher. All those podcast platforms, probably others that we don't even know about. Or you can head over to specialolympicsma.org/podcast to learn more and connect with the show. We'd love to have you on there.
Yes, we definitely would. So, with that being said, that brings us to the end of tonight's show. Just a reminder, you can check back tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock for our final episode of the Winter Showcase. Hope you all enjoyed it.
This winter, we hosted activities in hub cities across the state. Our CEO, Mary Beth, tells us about the community that's formed in Marlboro.
Good morning, everyone, it's Mary Beth McMahon, President and CEO of Special Olympics Massachusetts. I'm here for one of our sports hubs. It's a great time where athletes and families and volunteers can come together to experience inclusion. Special Olympics is here to make sure all athletes are getting back, active, and engaged.